Hi guys, Boris Dorfman here with LBC Capital. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, please click subscribe, like this video, share. We did a great video last week on Section 8 investing, and we got a lot of response. And one of those responses, hey Boris, it all makes sense, but where do I start? Where do I find an agent to find me a property? Which neighborhoods I am looking at, and also how do I rent it after. So this is a follow-up video. I mean, I cannot tell you which neighborhood to look at. Everybody lives in a different location. You have to do a little bit of research on your own, but proper people that you work with will guide you, will lead you. And if today you decide that you really want to think about doing something like I described, you're going to need to find a mortgage professional, you're going to need to find a real estate agent, okay? I can guide you on where to get your mortgage, but how do you find a proper real estate agent, and what's involved? So 3 major rules in real estate are location, okay? So it's all about location. You depending on how much time you want to spend on this property, you probably still want to keep it somewhat local within driving distance. People go to other states to get different returns, higher yields. I do not recommend that, and personally I've had properties in Minnesota and Houston. It's a pain in the ass, okay? You're not there, somebody is going to charge you $1,000 to repair a faucet, and you're busy, you're not going to go and check. Over here, some of you can probably drive and do it yourself, or you know people, or you can hire somebody, go check it, and if you don't like them for next job, hire somebody else, okay? Stay local, stay within driving distance. Same thing about real estate agents. They have to be local, okay? Somebody that knows Palmdale doesn't know Beverly Hills as much, okay? So keep to local, okay? Number 2, and probably the most important one, if you don't have anybody to work with, is trust and reputation. You guys have friends, you guys have associates, you guys have me, Yelp. Find somebody that you trust. It's more important to have somebody that you trust than somebody that lives in that location. And if you have to choose between both of them, but try to find 1, 2, 3. And if you're planning to do this over a long period of time, maybe you go on reputation and you develop trust, and then you go into a second transaction. Okay, so they have to be local, but more importantly, trust. Okay, 3, there's different agents. There's residential, there's commercial, there's agents that deal with leasing. Some agents, they try to do everything. You want to find an agent that understands numbers and understands investments. A lot of residential agents have that. A lot of residential agents do that, but they have to know what you're talking about. You know, they have to understand in detail at least half of my previous video, okay? Your agent needs to understand how to work with investors, okay? So, top 3, you're looking for a local lender that you can trust, that understands investors. And same goes if you go for owner-occupied properties. Number 3 is not so much as important, but number 1 and 2 are, okay? So, do's and don'ts, okay? Number 1, find the best possible agent you can find based on reputation, trust, gut feel, whatever your friends are telling you, okay? Work with the best guys. Don't negotiate commissions. Some agents will tell you that they can give you some credit and you know, buy you a TV at the closing or something nice. That's a nice gesture. But don't try to negotiate commissions, because they're gonna do, some won't take it and some they'll say, okay, I'll work for 1% or whatever, right? You're not gonna get the same service, you're not gonna get the same representation. And on the buy side, if you want to buy something, right, negotiated commissions is asking for kickbacks. Guys that have been in business for a while, they have a solid clientele. What have you done for me lately mentality. Close on the first house and then maybe talk to them about it. But yeah, full representation is going to be a lot more important than 1% kickback that you guys are going to get. Okay, so don't negotiate commissions on a buy. Okay. 2, don't discount trust. Okay. And reputation. Don't. You may have an experienced agent. It's not the same as an agent that you can trust. They may be professional, they may be the best, but they may be representing both you and the seller. They may have their own agenda. Unfortunately, it happens in real estate industry. Real estate industry is one of the few industries that allows for the agent to represent both sides, okay? So if you don't have to, I mean, don't just judge people on their experience. Always choose trust, and if you get a young, not by age but by the years in the industry, agent that you feel that you can trust them, maybe it's a family member that just started in the business, don't discount them over somebody that's been in business for 20 years. Okay, you can have a young agent with an amazing mentor that they'll mentor them throughout the transaction. You're going to get a lot more out of them than somebody that's been in business for 20 years and has their assistant running the show. Okay, so don't trade trust for experience. 3, it's okay if you go out of your agent's location, right? So you know somebody that you really can trust and worked with before that works in Beverly Hills, for example, okay? You trust them, but they don't necessarily work in Palmdale or Palm Beach, Florida. You want to get something there. Ask your agent to find you an agent in a different location, and they can co-represent you, okay? They will share the commission that seller pays for. So, for example, your agent, your good friend, somebody that you dearly trust, doesn't necessarily know the Palm Beach or Palmdale area very much, right? Again, I don't recommend for newbies to invest out of state, but let's say you want to do that. Go to the guy that you trust or a girl that you can trust, have them find an out of state or out of the area agent, and the local agent can do the footwork, see the properties, and your agent can kind of make sure that contracts are correct, the numbers are right, and oversee the transaction and make sure you don't get fucked. It's okay for people to co-represent you. Don't ask somebody that you don't know and you don't trust to find you an agent from out of the area, because they'll get a referral fee and they won't do any work. Make sure if anybody gets compensated, they work for it. So don't pay for any services. Anyways, I don't know how to name it, but it's opposite of number 3. Okay, so don't just ask for referrals. There's plenty of websites where you can go directly. Out of the area agents, they usually pay 20-25% of commission. Also depends on their how good they are, how busy they are. Okay, so don't use discounted brokerages. And finally, I want to leave you with the final do's. Work with a proper mortgage professional, because if you screw up anywhere over here, your mortgage professional will see it and will guide you. I mean, if you're gonna really get screwed, at least you can bounce. Your mortgage guy is not gonna come to you and say, hey, the realtor that you're working with in Palmdale didn't get you a good deal. No, mortgage guy will tell you the numbers don't work if they don't, and that you don't qualify. And also, pre-approval for the mortgage has to come first before all this happens, just because you're gonna spend time of your agent and your time looking for properties to buy, and then your mortgage broker will say, hey, Milana, you don't qualify for the mortgage, okay? So, mortgage pro advisor. Very important. I'll put 3 stars. Okay? So, guys, just to recoup, location, location, location. Trust, imperative. Make sure if you're buying investment, your agent actually knows how to work with investment properties. Hire the best. Don't negotiate commissions unless you already worked with that person or the agent gave you an indication that you're going to get the same type of service. Always choose trust over experience, and choose experience and trust if you have to. If you go out of the area, it's okay to get 2 agents to represent you. Your trusted advisor can find you a local agent. They'll share the commission in whatever proportions they decide. They'll make sure you're getting 2 brains, you're getting somebody on the ground and somebody in the office. And 3, don't make sure that if you work with somebody, make sure if somebody's getting compensated, they actually giving you value. And most importantly, get pre-approved before you do all this. Thank you, guys, and subscribe, and don't forget about our new Glendale office. Thank you. Boris Dorfman with you.